Hello. Most of you know me as actor Cliff Ferraro on TV shows like Crime to Remember, Daily Devotions, Eyewitness, Boardwalk Empire. Majority of them are background work, but I'm still acting. Well, today's issue is not about acting. I'm not acting as an actor. I'm coming to you with a live issue. Recently, I was hospitalized in Putnam County Hospital on Stoneleigh Avenue in Carmel, New York. I've gone to Putnam Hospital many a times in the past and never experienced what I experienced this time in Putnam Hospital. I was admitted to the fourth floor north, orthopedics and surgeries and whatever else is considered on that floor. And I've always gotten told when I was in the room, if you need anything, let me know. Majority of the times when I was on the floor, I would be able to do for myself, which is no big deal. But the times that I would ask for something, it was a dilemma. It would take a day, day and a half. First day I asked for anything, it was because my throat was hurting so much from doing all the coughing. It felt like I had a cat in my throat, literally scratching at my throat. And I asked one of the girls that was taking care of me if she can get me some kind of medicine to numb my throat. She tried. She went to the nurse that was my nurse for the room, and I overheard the nurse for the room tell me she's not going to do it. Well, she didn't tell me, she told the girl, I'm not going to do it, take it to the front, because it's up to a nurse to make the phone call to the doctor, whether it's the nurse for the room or the nurse of the floor. So I tried a couple of times. This went on from 5 o'clock until about 11 o'clock that night, that I tried every so often. Couldn't get the medicine I needed. Next morning I woke up and yelled at the lady in charge. Within 20 minutes I had the medicine I needed. But the fact that it took over almost a day to get it is what's got me ticked. And hearing the nurse from my room tell the caretaker that makes your bed and stuff that she wasn't going to call it in, take it to the head doctor. And as time went on, you'd get the nurses and them, is if there anything I could do, let me know, blah, blah, blah. Majority of the time, I would take up my own, food tray and everything. Basically, I tried to play independent. But whenever I needed a hand, it never went anywhere. They would bring in the head oversees all the nurses for the floors, have a discussion with them. It went nowhere. There was another time on the floor, I was in for 2 weeks. Another time on the floor where I told the nurse, I usually waited till like 2 o'clock to take my showers. This way, all the doctors would be done seeing me, and all the IVs and basically lunch and everything would be over with, to where I felt I'd be able to take a shower. So I said to one of the nurses, can you do me a favor, let the one that's the caretaker, care tech, whatever you consider them, that I'm going to go in for a shower now, and could you do me a favor, ask her to make my bed? So she said she would. I go in, I take a shower, come out, bed's not made. I see the girl that's supposed to be taking care of my room sitting at the nurse's station on the floor. Walk over to her very nicely and said to her, I don't know if the nurse told you, but I'd like my bed made. She said, I'll be there in a minute. And I saw she was on Facebook playing on her cell phone. And when I told the head orderly, because they wound up finding out about that I'm not happy on this fourth floor north, they came back to me again. I explained, nothing got done. But make a long story short there, later on that evening, this girl that I normally had as a care tech at night would come in. Hey, how you doing, Cliff? Great, you? Good. I'm your tech tonight. Cool. She goes, I'm here to make your bed. Boy, was I mad. because this was said at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the girl, sat on her computer doing nothing at a nurse's station in the back of the hospital near my room, playing on her cell phone instead of taking care of a patient. But yet when they would come into your room, they would say, if there's anything you need, let us know, and so forth. Then there was another incident where I asked for some kind of cream for my finger, because I crushed my finger a couple of weeks ago, and it was starting to throb, and all I kept hearing all that day is, oh, we got to go through the pharmacy, the pharmacy, the pharmacy. This went on for about a day as well. And later that evening, this caretaker came in about 11 o'clock. She introduced herself, and she asked, is there anything I can get you? And I said, sure. Told her, and she's like, you got it. Came right back with, a few packages of them. I asked her, where'd she get them? She goes, oh, we have them in the storage room. It just goes to show you, when somebody doesn't want to do their job, on how quick they want to push it off to someone else. And that is not right to do on any job. And I'm telling you right now, if anybody goes to Putnam County Hospital in Carmel, New York, on Stoneleigh Avenue, and they hear they're going to get admitted to 4th floor north, fight it. Because you don't have a fighting chance on that floor. There are people that are willing to help, but majority of them on the 4th floor north want to push their job off to someone else. And they want to make it seem like they do care about you, when in reality they don't. Because if they did, it wouldn't have taken me a day to get cough medicine to numb my throat, so this way I could, at least soothe some kind of pain. That took from 5 o'clock one evening till 5 o'clock the next evening. That shouldn't be. Especially when you're there for care and they're there to help you. And then they have the galls to turn around and say to you, if there's anything you need, let me know. So like I'm letting everybody know, I already told the hospital and everything that I was putting this out on social media, that if you go to Putnam County Hospital in Putnam County, New York, on Stoneleigh Avenue, 4th floor north, try to get off that floor. It is the worst floor of Putnam County Hospital that you've had, could ever be put on. I've been on all the other floors and never went through what I went through on this floor. On 4th floor north, it feels like nobody cares. Nobody seems to care. Nobody wants to care. And the higher-ups don't do nothing either. Majority of them want to just sit around. The young kids just want to sit around, play on their video games. The older nurses and whatever, caretakers, they just want to get their job done and out. So I'm trying to make a point to everyone that if you hear you're going to be admitted to 4th floor north at Putnam County Hospital, fight it, because it's not worth sitting there being in pain or agony or any kind of situation and get treated the way I got treated. And I'm making an issue of it because I don't feel anybody should be treated that way, especially in a hospital when you're going to them for care. Well, that's all I have to say. Trying to make a point. Stay off Putnam County Hospital 4 North. It's not the 4th floor psychic ward. It's a new wing that they added. It's 4th North in Putnam County Hospital in Putnam County, New York, off of Stoneleigh Avenue in Carmel, New York. Thank you very much.